Good afternoon, viewers. I'm just meeting up with Steve. He's just started before me. Steve and Gary. Now, I've got Buster. I've just tied him up by the gate. There's two horses in there, so hopefully he'll be all right, but he's on this side of the gate. Had my Deus 1 on charge because I forgot to charge it. Come out the house quickly with Buster. I've grabbed my Deus 2. I think I put a full charge on it and it hasn't been used for months, but I had a full charge on it. Will it have anything on it, or will I have to drive the 15 minutes back home? Yeah, I picked it up by mistake, viewers. I haven't sold it, even though my car's just cost me 510 quid. My viewers bought me this beautiful machine. I've only been waiting on the update. Lovely, very capable machine. Hopefully it's got enough battery on it for 3 hours here today. Go and see what we can do. A small 2-acre pasture Steve's got here. Buster's been barking while I've been getting ready. He's piqued the horses' interest. If they show too much interest and won't leave us alone, we're going to have to go to another field. Hope that doesn't happen, because he's had a few hammers off this little one. I just got a big banging signal here. Seeing that, and it piqued my interest. I thought, could it be a massive old coin? Now that tang on the back suggests a little bit of age. Looks bronzy as well. It's very very regular in form. Anybody got any ideas, viewers? Not sure whether it's old or not. Well, I'm well rusty with the Deus 2, and I'd left it on pitch, so it come on pitch, but that's one of the reasons why I want the update, to stable it down a bit in the iron infested areas. So I've put it back on full tones for now, just to keep it a bit quieter. It's only a button, it's not even old, but I'm glad I found it, because it was a small hammy signal, so I'm working it okay. Again, I'm a bit rusty though. There's Steve anyway, viewers. Thanks for having us out, Steve.
No worries, mate, anytime.
You got a signal there, mate?
Yeah, a bit of an iffy one, but yeah, I'm going to dig it.
I won't film it, because that will.
You're right, mate.
Has Gary had his first hammered yet?
Still not yet, no.
Oh, he's pretending he can't hear me now, because he ain't had one. We'll get him on it.
As well, viewers, like, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to see the new videos that are getting posted.
Yeah, you tell him, mate. You tell him.
Now, mate.
Have you had much yet today?
Nothing yet, no, nothing yet, but we have had a couple of hammered.
You've had a couple of hammered off it. There'll be more here, mate.
Yeah,
more here. The horses, I've had to shoo them away, but they've been pretty cool. They've just chipped off. Yeah, like I was saying, viewers, I'm very rusty on my Deus 2, but I'm picking these small buttons up. That coming at 50, so I'm happy. I'm not that rusty. He's in search mode there, searching for that first hammy. It's gonna happen, Gary. Hopefully today. What you got? What number's that coming in at?
9 and 10. Look.
Oh, that's a hammy signal. 9 and 10. I'll check it with my D2 now. Well, I was unsure whether to dig this. It was about 12 inches down. Just getting that ear back in with the Deus 2 on full tones. What's iron and what isn't. Thought that possibly could have been iron, but it's turned out to be a bit of both. Give you a drink now, Bubbles. So this small clod that Steve's large shovel has dug up, because there was comments saying he does big clods.
Oh, big lad, mate.
As long as he's happy, that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's it.
He's had some silver there. It'll have been off a cane or some other item. On the silver on this sunny November afternoon.
Gary's next for the hammered.
He is.
Got to have that hammered.
I've got loads of hammers in the house. I bet you got more than me. If he don't get one today, next time we're going to have to chuck one down in front of him.
I still miss it.
I've done that with Romans for somebody, and the guy said, oh, I always do the edge of the field, so he went one way round the edge, so I went onto the other side, but on the edge, and put a Roman down so he'd circle the field and get it. He done 3/4 of the field, and then he come into the middle and didn't find his Roman. Shout out to my Birkenhead mate Steve Niche, the old sea dog. That was him. You missed that day, Steve. First coin off Steve's field. I thought it was a penny. It's an old pound coin. My hands keep shaking when I do this, but it's simply, if I leave it like that, they don't. It's when I rest it up against the phone like that, viewers, they shake. I don't even drink no more, not very much anyway. Pound coin bunter. Put that towards your faggots. Yeah! Well, it's mid-November and there's a yellow butterfly on that flower. Just where my head is now, on the shadow. It's awesome. Awesome to see the wildlife still chipping along. These horses are alright as well, they're not too inquisitive. Oh, lovely pony, he's full of bears, he's got loads of bears all over his head there and stuff. Nice pony. What is it, Steve? Just more gubbins.
Yeah, a bit of gubbins, mate.
So we're looking for Mohammed today, aren't we?
I think so, mate.
We want Mohammed. I said it yesterday by accident. I meant Mohammed. Mohammed. You get it now? We're looking for Mohammed. Are you looking for Mohammed, Gary?
No,
Are you Jewish? Just had a big banger there, and it's the top off a snuff tin. Menex. Beautiful day for November. He's had 2 hammered off this field, as I said earlier, but there is a bit of crap in there. He's got the rest of the farm, 300 acres, but it's all in crop at the minute. This is the only pasture on this. And it's a really good Roman and Saxon area, so fingers crossed. There'll be some videos coming off here with me and Steve and Gary when the crops get lifted. Steve's just trying to educate Gary on the iffy signals. Gary's just had a fairly iffy signal. It's a garter clasp. And Steve should have knew that, but he didn't.
I didn't know. No.
So you know now, Gary. And he did ask me if the rest of the nice ladies in there, but I don't think she'd be very fresh if you did find her, mate.
she might have some rings on her finger.
She might have some rings on her fingers. She might have some maggots in her eye sockets.
In an hour.
It was all shit.
He's the master. He's the apprentice. He's telling them to slow down and dig the fainter signals. It's paying off. Gary's just dug this small, very beautiful example of a lead medieval token. So when the master runs out of ideas, Gary,
I will run out of
come and see me, the legend. Legend in his own dinner hour.
I think so.
Lie doggo, bunter, lie doggo. Daddy got to get these sticks off you. Oh, he's full of them, viewers. He's full of sticks. We got some of them off. Hey, don't go and stand back on them. We love you, buddy. We love you. You're the superstar. Oh, we just relocated, viewers. 2 o'clock now. Time for Bunty and his tablets and his little game. Oh, no. Stop it, Bunt. Stop it, you vandal. We've relocated. You've had 1 hammered off this field, and you reckon it's very tricky, this field, because of, thanks Bunt, he's just knocked his food over. It's very tricky. EMI, mineralisation, 1 hammered's come up, but it's in a good area. And I'm in a pickle now. Your tablets are in this mess, Bunty. Oh dear, oh my god, I've got meaty strap, look. Oh Jesus, it was Daddy's fault, weren't it? Eat it off the grass. Try and eat it off the grass rather than me pick it up. Loving old dogs, viewers, and their medication and food. Yeah, he gets away with it because he is 17 and like 8 days. But new field, he's had one hammered, he reckons it's a tricky field. There's a church just over there, a field away or so, old one. Right, save all the messing, I'm just going to put your dog food on the grass next time, Bunty. You might play me, but you're not always going to get away with it. It's been going a couple of minutes. Steve's had, you haven't had hardly any coppers or anything off here, have you?
Second one ever.
So, yeah, I'll be an early George's second or something. Bit toasty. There might be something a bit on that side if you could get that other stuff off. But, so you've had one hammered
and 2 coppers
off here, but you've had one hammered, but we need Mo hammered.
Yeah, we need.
We don't want his brother Juan. we don't want Juan hammered. We want more hammered, Gary. And you're first. Where's Bunty? Where is he? Oh, hey. Steve's got a Roman here, he thinks, Bunt. I have to get the bump first. Bunty's decided to have a shit, viewers. I love being out in the countryside. I love running water in the country, even if it's only a little babbling brook like this. I'll go and see if Steve's got a Roman in a sec. Love listening to that sound. Beautiful November afternoon. Right, sweetie, Daddy here, mate, Daddy here. I'll bury your crap in a sec, mate. Got yourself a Roman.
Yeah, I think so. It's a scratty one, that sheep's piece. I think it is.
Yeah, it definitely looks like a scratty Roman to me.
Scratty Roman.
You did say his field was tough, but it's Roman as well as there's been a hammered, mate. So it's worth putting in the effort.
You can see the writing there, around the edge.
Sure.
There.
Well done, mate.
Cheers, mate.
I see what he was on about now, about this field being a tough field to dig on. I've just had this, what will probably be another rinsed out Roman. It's like there's some sort of design on it there. I can't make it out just yet. But anyway, whatever it is, this field, it doesn't sound as you're swinging over it overly mineralised. But when you get a signal that turns out to be a good one like that, they're so massed, it's like 60-40 that you wouldn't dig them, but at least we know that now, Bunt. We know that, so proper digging these signals that we wouldn't normally dig. Email XP asking about when's the update out, and I don't like using the DS2 in mineralised soil. And they said try not ground balancing it, but have your ground stabiliser set at 3, they said. So that's what I'm trying here today. Just found that little one, but still it wasn't a good signal. But they're having the same issue with the knocks today, to be fair, because of this field. Steve's making funny noises. He's going like, ooh, and F me and stuff. So you don't know what he's got. Bunty's 4 years old.
Cut me away.
Yeah, it's got the shape of a cut quarter, hasn't it?
It's got a pattern on it as well, but it doesn't feel look like silver.
No. Definitely lead. But then again, it's got an edging on it, a bit like a coin on the other side.
Yeah.
But it's lead, mate, because I've just bent it.
Yeah. I think so.
We don't know. This is your tricky field, mate. And even when you get them out the ground, they're tricky to identify.
Yeah. Hard field.
Lovely afternoon though, mate.
Yeah, it's been good.
Gary's got his first hammered there. Is it your first hammered? Something though, mate. Let's have a look. I think it's probably a medieval belt stiffener, mate. Stiffen somebody's belt, maybe.
Guys, I'll take that.
Who's winning best find of the day up to now? I've had a shot, Roman.
Yeah, I'd say so. That's different.
I think Gary, with his nice example of a lead token, is winning up to now.
That's the best find of the day, to be
Up
honest.
to now, but we're going to slowly mooch up, aren't we?
Yeah, mooch up.
And see what we can get, Bubbles. So we are digging iffy signals. This was a banger, but maybe because of the shape of it, it almost give a decent tone. And what do we reckon this is?
Could be a hexagon gun barrel, you never know.
Hexagon or Mexican?
Hexagon.
Right.
Or gubbins.
It could be gubbins. I'm going to treat it as such.
Yeah.
Right, let's take a photo of the three of us for the thumbnail. Don't tell them that we didn't find nothing, mate. Or just smile. Smile. Pretend you got your first hammy. The title is going to be, does Gary get his first hammy? Or if you've watched the list for viewers, not yet. Well, I've been in for half an hour. Not the best, most productive day today, but always good to get out with our mates. And you've got to suss these fields out. But I've been in for half an hour and I haven't stopped. I've fed the pets. I've done the washing up that I'd left. I've took the washing out of the machine, put that to dry. I'm going to eat something now, but I've had a few messages from friends. One of them, Mark Sir, over in Holland, my good lorry driving friend, my Dutch trucking friend. He found a nice Edward I English hammered over there. He had a nice military button that was English as well. Shout out to Mark. Well done on your Eddie Penny over in Holland. Awesome job, mate.